Okay, everybody, a little different format today. You'll see what's going to happen here. It's just going to be real quick, shot to shot. First little tidbit of information is that it is March 25th, 2013. Surprised we've made it this far. And guess what the Senate did today? The Senate passed the Monsanto Protection Act. Here we go. I told you this was coming, so now Monsanto, if they cause any harm with their GMO seeds and food, they are exempt from prosecution or civil penalties. You can't sue them for them hurting you or your property. Guess what? I'll bet you Obama's going to sign it. I'll bet you anything he does. Okay, and the next piece of information is, of course, Cyprus. Wow, 40% of every account over 100,000 euros. That's not really a lot of money, especially when you consider that that's a retirement island for a lot of Europeans. A lot of different people are there. The little people that are making less than that, that are using it for checking or however, they're not going to be touched by it, but everybody over the 100,000 euros will be. Now, what does that mean? It means investors are going to go someplace else. They're going to shut that island down. They say that Cyprus is so lucky they got their bailout. No, those banksters are robbing them. And they're trying to point again, like I said, that finger at Russia saying, well, they're getting it. No. This is going to go all throughout Europe. This is just the start, ladies and gentlemen. So there you go. Cyprus got it. 40% of every account over $100,000. All those accounts are frozen. People can't get their money out, and they're going to decide which account is going to get how much taken out, I guess on a case-by-case basis practically. DHS is still denying that they're making these large ammo purchases. Even with congressional inquiry, even with the information on the procurement, all of this, they're still denying it. Now, as we've talked about all along, I would think that it's just maybe that they're just stockpiling, or maybe that they're getting the ammunition off the market, kind of like a de facto attack on the Second Amendment. But then you have to look at all the other preparations. Remember? Look at the thing from a military perspective. What else is going on? The armored vehicles, the armored vests, bulletproof vests, the assault rifles, the sniper rifles, the sniper ammunition. You add all of this up, and guess what? This isn't just about, stockpiling for the future. This is about something coming down the pike really quick. Now, admittedly, they probably won't take delivery on all that ammunition for some time. So we might have some time to prepare here and to keep this from happening. Defunding DHS would be a great idea, and then requiring them to return all that stuff back into the Department of Defense. But don't bet on it. Okay, and another issue today. The Galveston, Texas Bioweapons Lab. Guess what they're missing? A whole vial of Venezuelan virus, some of the deadliest stuff around. And you remember what happened with the anthrax scares a few years ago? Where they found out the anthrax came from? Fort Meade, Maryland. Isn't that surprising? Well, I wonder where this is going to show up, ladies and gentlemen. A bioweapon, loose and unaccounted for. And the world is wising up to the West, particularly the United States and NATO, is doing all these arming of the rebels that are going into Syria, and they are what we would call Al-Qaeda. So here's more proof. The world is waking up that the Western nations, their intelligence agencies and their military-industrial complexes, particularly the United States and the NATO organization, is arming and funding the Syrian terrorists, okay? And what's really, really important here is that it's now come out that it's obviously these rebels that have been using this chemical weapon there. So, they keep trying to push it on Assad, but they can't, because he's not doing it. He has no reason to. No reason to. He's not going to harm his own people or take that chance. It's bad enough with conventional weapons. So they're getting caught with their pants down. But you know what? I'll bet you they still don't stop. Just murder more and more and more people. That is the Agenda 21 plan. That is the elitist plan, the Club of Rome, all of those. is to murder as many people as they can and get you to pay for it so that you have a monetary financial problem as well. Okay? What do you think of that? And I thought I'd end on this note. Do what you can every day to try to turn this aside. I don't think it's possible, but you know, the resistance is part of the victory, and I've heard that before. Maybe you have too. Use your First Amendment as long as it's around, okay? Use it all the time. Write your congressmen, write your senators. Even though I say it in one video, it won't do much good. The point is, you have to still do it. You still have to make the effort to tell these guys and these women, these men and women that think that they're so special up there, that they're the servants of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and the people, not of themselves or the federal government. Okay? We've got to do this. So